Well, they didn't have anyone to do the replay. So me and my brother are the replay people
No
on
way.
the sidelines. Yeah.
You are not.
Yeah, so we're literally sitting there like, of course we're by the cheerleaders, of one of the teams. I think it was Boston College. And then all of a sudden we look up on the board and it's like, the last play is under review and my dad's running over towards me and my brother. We're just like.
Did you get paid?
No, well, if we did, my dad kept it.
Oh, come on, Pops.
Yeah, we never saw any of that money, but.
That's right. It's another episode of Dugout Discussions with Chris Rose. Kevin Gausman of the Toronto Blue Jays, good enough to hang out with us. So we just hung out with your manager who got ejected in one of your most recent starts. He came out and got your back, the whole thing. Were you so focused on the game that you couldn't see him turn red in the head? Or were you like, oh my God, Skip, you all right?
Well, we kind of know what to expect over here. We know that when he gets going, the pigment in his face kind of changes colors. So we kind of know what to expect. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't able to kind of watch too much. I watched more of it after the game, but he definitely got his money's worth. That's for sure.
Did you see Jomboy's breakdown and everything? Where, he did the whole thing from soup to nuts.
Yeah, it was good. I thought John did a really good job of getting his hat out of the way so that we can really see what he was saying. I thought it was great. I thought, it's something that I think many fans don't get to see. And, what he does, I think, makes things light and makes it fun. And you're always interested in what you're going to see. That's for sure.
So he actually broke down your leg and how it might have been a little different on that sort of pitch and everything. Does that help you at all? Like, did Jomboy's breakdown help you realize something?
No, and I mean, I respect Jomboy a lot, but it seems like Jomboy's never seen a slide step before. So.
Sorry, boss.
Yeah, I did do it different because there was a speedy runner at first. I didn't balk. It was called a balk, so obviously it was a balk. Nothing we can do about it now, but it was the only slide step I did the whole game, and I think it kind of threw him off, and he didn't necessarily know what it was, so he called a balk. But it is what it is.
I know you're a big snacks guy. So we're going to go back and forth because I am a huge, huge snack guy.
Cool, okay.
The difference between the two is I've got a dad bod and he's a pro athlete. So, crunchy snack. You can only pick one. What are we doing?
Ooh, crunchy snack. We're talking any snack?
Any crunchy snack. What are we doing?
I'm going to go caramel corn.
Not bad. Sesame sticks from Trader Joe's. The little ones that they're like this big. You just.
Yeah, see, I don't really go to Trader Joe's for my snacks. I'm usually like a Target or.
It's a snobby Southern California living sort of guy.
Yeah.
All right, candy bar. You're grabbing one. What are we grabbing?
You know what I kind of sneaky really like that not many people like is a Three Musketeers.
Ooh, the nougat.
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad.
Or a Rolo. I mean, it's not really
you can roll a Rolo to your pal?
Yeah, it's not a
There's a lot
bar,
of work involved.
I guess,
That's a lot of work involved.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? You got to unpeel each individual one.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Yeah, what do you got?
I'm going Twix. I'm a Twix
Okay, Twix is good.
freak. Last one, is there some chewy snack that you will do?
Oh, anything sour. Anything sour.
Okay, we're in.
Sour and chewy, yeah.
I'm in on sour.
Yeah, like Sour Patch Kids.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah.
So you guys are wrapping up a road trip as we tape right now out here in Anaheim. Apparently there was a plane malfunction in Pheonix. You took a bus, which is it's not a short trip. It's not San Diego to Anaheim. It's Pheonix. So how'd the major league team do on a minor league bus ride?
Honestly, it was great. It went a lot smoother than I thought it would. No stops. We just cruised the whole time, and luckily we had pizza and beer and water, and
So it was like the minor leagues.
For a bunch of guys, I mean, that's really all we need. As long as the Wi-Fi is working, guys are playing video games. Like, it wasn't as bad as we thought it could have been.
Did it take you back to your minor league days?
Yeah, I got lucky. I was on the East Coast, so I never had that too long of drives. You know, the Eastern League wasn't too bad when I was in AA, and AAA is not that bad in the International League either. So, you know, I have been lucky in my time that I never had to deal with like that crazy of minor league bus trips, but you know, for a lot of the guys, I'm sure it brought back some memories.
I want to take you back to your decision to go to LSU, because you grew up in Colorado. And yes, LSU is a wonderful baseball program, but it is not Colorado. It is a different world. So the minute you set foot in Baton Rouge, were you thinking, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah, well, honestly, I didn't know much about Louisiana in general. So making that drive from New Orleans to Baton Rouge when I went on my visit, you know, like you're driving across the Atchafalaya, which is I now know is a huge marsh. But for the first 45 minutes of the drive, that's all you see. So, you know, I was definitely like, you know, is the whole state just kind of like in a marsh? Like, are all the houses on, you know, stilts? And then obviously I learned like Baton Rouge is not necessarily in the swamp, but surrounded by swamp for sure. But yeah, you know, honestly, I really wanted to play college baseball. And so when I got the opportunity, I wanted to go to a program that I thought had a chance to win. I probably would have gone to ASU, but, you know, Pat Murphy had, you know, had some like restrictions to where I think he got in trouble doing some like bad recruiting or something. So they weren't allowed to go to Omaha for like 2 years. Well, I was a draft eligible sophomore, so I wasn't going to go there for 2 years and then like maybe we have the best team in the country, but we can't go to Omaha. You know, so that's kind of what led me to like even think about LSU.
So you could have played for Murph in college?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys from Colorado usually go west.
Right.
You know, they usually go to AU or ASU or somewhere in California. And I just kind of didn't want to do that. I just wanted something different. And, you know, then when I got to LSU, I was like, yeah, this is definitely different from Denver, where I grew up, and, you know, met some people with Southern accents, and I just kind of fell in love with the culture down there.
Isn't your wife from Louisiana?
Yeah, she's from Louisiana, yeah.
Okay. She was a cheerleader, right?
She was a cheerleader, yes.
Oh, okay. Who found who first?
She was actually in my first collegiate class. So we were in class together, our landscape architecture.
Landscape architecture. Are
Yeah,
you
it's
saying...
like one of those classes you have to take as a freshman, you know? So I think there's like 300 people in the class, but yeah, she kind of caught my eye.
So are you saying that if you didn't throw 95 with great split, that you could be building buildings?
Well, landscape architecture, I think you build like gardens, but you know, I guess I could be a good garden architect.
The old garden architect, very popular around the world at this time. What's the best thing about LSU that people don't know if they've never been there?
I mean, I think people probably know this, but the food, you know, like the food, the Southern food is, but probably the culture. I mean, like the cliche saying of like, you know, Southern hospitality, like that's really a thing. I didn't really understand it until, you know, I moved down there, and then it's just like your neighbor, like they'll give you whatever they make, and, you know, if they go on a hunt and catch something, like they'll probably give you a leg or an arm or something. Like they are just really, really kind people that love to have a good time.
You eat alligator?
I've had alligator for sure, yeah. It's pretty chewy. It's not, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but.
Do people talk like Bobby Boucher down there?
No. I mean, you go certain places for sure, but I'd say the average person, no.
My mama always said alligators are so ornery because they have so many teeth and no one to brush them.
That's right.
Is that about right?
That's about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Denver sports fan, growing up, you were a Rockies guy, right?
Yeah.
So like 07, that was your team?
Oh, yeah. I was in high school, yeah.
And did you go to the games? Is that what drove you to want to be great? What was it?
No, it was too, honestly, it was too cold. All the games there were miserably cold.
It was the first World Series ever.
Yeah, it was snowing during one of the games.
I went to a snow World Series in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, it probably wasn't fun to Honestly, it probably costs too much money, like a World Series ticket.
That's probably true.
But no, I mean, I grew up 30 minutes south, so I would try to, when I was in high school, like Ubaldo was amazing. So it was like, going to watch his starts was like, something I kind of circled, like trying to find a way to see him pitch against so and so. And I think one year he was like 14-1 at the All-Star break, and he was incredible. He was throwing 190 something mile an hour split, like. But then we just had a lot of like really good players that were fun to watch. I grew up watching Helton, Carlos Gonzalez, Tulo. Like got a chance to play against him when I was with the Orioles too. So, just a lot of like, household names around there. I wouldn't say I'm a Rockies fan, but
Nuggets?
I root for the Nuggets. I'm pretty fair weather, Like now that they're in the postseason, I'll cheer for them. Like go Avs.
I mean, they did win it a couple
Nuggets.
of years ago.
Yeah.
Right. Broncos,
like go Broncos after last year, but years before that, like.
Were you going to go to the Super Bowl if they had won the AFC?
Probably not. No. Yeah, NFL doesn't really do it for me.
That's
I'll
okay.
Be honest,
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. 2 other things I got for you. How important is it? Because I went and looked at your stats the other day. I was like, he makes 32 starts every year, like dating back to the COVID season when it was short and you still made 10 starts, which is basically where you were going to max out, 10 or 11. How important is that for you? Is that like ace type stuff?
Yeah, for me, that was just kind of like an understood thing when I came up. It was like, if you're going to be one of the 5 guys, like, why wouldn't you make 32 starts at least? That's just kind of the mentality of the guys that I was around. Chris Tillman and, Jason Hamill, like just guys who had been around for a long time. They really took pride in pitching, even if they were, banged up or whatever. Like, maybe you're not 100%, but you're still going to make that start and try to give it everything you got. For me, that's huge. I think for me, if I can make all my starts, I feel like my talent and my ability will allow me to give the team a chance to win every 5 days. Because, if I'm able to go 32 starts, that means I'm healthy. And if I'm healthy, then I feel pretty confident I can win ball games.
Finally, tell everybody what your dad did for a living in the sports world.
Yeah, so my dad was a college football referee for like 30 plus years, white hat. So, making the calls on the TV and now he does replay. So he's still involved. Now I joke he just kind of sits in the press box and eats spread all day and answers the phone a couple of times. But he's been involved in football and on the rules side of it for a long time. And he knows the NCAA college football rule book like the back of his hand. I mean, it's crazy. And they change it every year. So that's the nuts. Like, that's the craziest thing is that he has to learn this whole book every single year. And he knows every, so my cousin is an NFL side judge as well. So they would usually call each other on Monday morning and kind of go through their games with each other and talk about, did you see the holding on the so-and-so game? Yeah, I can't believe that, And
that's definitely nerding out referee shit right there.
Yeah, they love it. And they love to just talk about the game and, and it's funny because now I'll watch a game and I can see a holding. Like, I can call a game like,
really? You're
like
all
if
over
there's
it.
a flag, I can usually tell you like what the flag was.
I like that.
I've just been around them so much over the years of them explaining the rules to me of chop blocks and everything, like illegal formations. Like, I don't know that much about football, but when it comes to like rules and stuff, I know a lot just because of them.
What's the biggest game he ever reffed?
We had Peyton Manning's last college game.
Oh, good one.
I think that was 92 maybe.
No, that was 90. He came out in 98. 8 was his draft year.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's good.
Yeah. He's worked a ton of. So my birthday's early January. So early growing up, that's around bowl season.
Yeah.
So he would always get a bowl game and take me with him as my my birthday gift. So one bowl game, I was actually when they went to replay, he had the NPC Computers Bowl. Well, it was in Boise, Idaho. You know, like the blue turf. Well, so it's first game replay. Well, they didn't have anyone to do the replay. So me and my brother are the replay people the sidelines. Yeah.
You are not.
Yeah, so we're literally sitting there like, of course we're by the cheerleaders, you know, of one of the teams. I think it was Boston College. And then all of a sudden we look up on the board and it's like, the last play is under review and my dad's running over towards me and my brother. And we're just like, I just like hand him the headset. And I'm just like on TV, it was crazy. You know, but it was the first year that they implemented it. They didn't have anybody for it. So he was like, well, my sons could do it. And he was like, yeah, give him some passes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy looking back.
Did you get paid?
No, well, if we did, my dad kept it.
Oh, come on, Pops.
Yeah, we never saw any of that money, but.
It's all right. I think he's probably charging you interest right now.
Yeah,
on that
for sure.
Stuff. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is good. His name's Claire, right?
Claire, yep.
Good job, Claire. And it's okay that you get booed. He probably got booed when you were there, too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That sucks.
He's got booed a lot. I mean, he was a good referee, but
yeah, he's
still
a
referee, you know?
So do you take it easy on the umps because Dad's profession?
No, not at all. No.
Let him have it?
Yeah, no, I don't take it easy on anybody.
That's good. Stay healthy. Keep making those starts.
Thank you.
Keep throwing that split. That was awesome. Let's send it up the 5 freeway right now, up to Dodger Stadium. All right, boys, write down your answers. You're trying to match. It's very simple. If you got into a bar fight, which teammate would you hope you had invited out with you that evening? I got 2 lefty writers here. I got the intelligent crew. Flip them on over. There we go.
Ah, dang it. Rushing? Don't pump him up like that.
Have you seen the size of this guy?
Yeah. Well, I haven't been on the field with him at the same time yet, but yes. Yeah.
Happens.
Can I change my answer?
You can, but it won't count.
Okay, well.
Isn't that a no-brainer?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Are you good in fights?
Why not?
Are you good in fights?
Absolutely not.
But give me a couple of drinks and I'll probably think I'm good at it.
0-3 all time. Shocker. Who would be the best big league manager on the roster?
That's bad penmanship.
Yeah, let's clean it up a little over there. Your high school English teacher is watching. Turn around. Yeah, that's an easy one. Does he kind of do it already?
No, it's just he's the only one that wants to be a manager.
Who's glued to their phone the most? Who is glued to their phone the most in the clubhouse? No eye contact down here. I'm gonna act as the brick wall.
I mean,
Spin it. All right, right neighborhood, wrong street. Really? That's what he does?
I mean, I don't know.
It's negative. I knew he was going to put a Latin guy, so I put a white guy.
Come on now, we're trying to bring people together.
It's going great. It's going great.
But you guys have already tied the Cleveland Guardians. They're the only team that's played so far.
Okay.
All right, who is the guy you don't want to sit next to on the team flight?
I'd sit with anybody.
But don't say that. There's got to be one guy, snores, too loud, farts. It's got to be something. I mean, we all have teammates like that. I've got teammates at Jomboy Media that are like that.
All right. Man, I feel terrible. I can't write anybody's name
Yes,
down.
you can.
Just be honest. Nobody's going to see this.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to see it. Yeah,
Wait,
right.
Wait a second, what?
It's only going to go viral. It's fine.
Let's flip it. Oh my gosh, you guys nailed it.
Yeah.
What? Why? What's the deal?
Well, I knew
Get to know him, you'll find out.
I knew Kiké was going to pick him, so I picked him.
Oh, poor kid.
He's not a kid.
Nothing personal, Rocky.
Nothing personal. I don't want to sit next to you.
All right, you guys are 2 for 4. Here we go, last one. Who checks themselves out in the mirror the most before playing in a baseball game?
I have no clue.
Yes, you do.
I have 0 clue.
On this team, for goodness sakes.
I need to
somebody
peek.
does.
I need to peek.
No, you can't peek.
I need to
you
peek.
already got 2 right.
I need to peek.
I know because my locker's right next to the bathroom. That's why.
This is after the game, so I don't know about before game.
Oh, yeah. That's a decent answer,
Is it? Yeah, I would.
He's got a great hair routine, blow dry, everything.
too. Comment?
Yeah,
Well, Miguel, too. He doesn't even wear a hat in the dugout because he doesn't want his blow dryer hairstyle to go away.
By the way, he smells amazing before games.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. All right, tiebreaker in case we ever get there.
Okay.
You have to guess the career home runs
Oh.
of the other guy that's sitting up here.
Oh.
So you have to guess Kiké's, you have to guess Alex's. Career home run total, not including playoffs. for
Not
him.
including?
Not including. Flip it. Do you know how many you have in your career?
I have I have 21.
Yes. So you doubled his amount, and you know how many you have?
No, but I'm sure it's close.
130.
130?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Good job.
Thanks.
That's just the tiebreaker.
Okay.
But right now, you guys are the pace car.
Okay,
'cause
where's
you got 2 out of 5.
You got 2 out of 5.
How many did you say you have?
21.
Oh, I was gonna say 24. Well,
I appreciate that.
He wants you to show up when it's arbitration time.
I got you.
Guys, good job. Thank you.
All right.